But let me tell you who I am, who I really am behind all those titles. I migrated to the United States at the age of 10 years old with my 12 siblings, 6 brothers and 6 sisters, plus mom and dad. There was 15 of us. Yep, 15. The Brady Bunch had nothing on us, except they spoke English. We lived in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath frame home, less than 900 square feet. The boys would sleep in the living room in sleeping bags, and the girls had their own room, bunk beds. Mom had a 6th grade education. Father had a 3rd grade education. Mom was 15 years old and dad 18 when they got married. They were literally children raising children. Father was a hard worker and mother was a great homemaker, but there was a lot of dysfunction at home, from sexual abuse to pedophilia and poverty. Ruben talked about his statistics, and statistically, I was destined to be illiterate, poor, and dysfunctional. But I chose different. I chose to be here. I often say that we were so poor, I could not afford a dream, or for that matter, pay attention. However, in the midst of all that dysfunction, there was a sick, unconditional, dysfunctional love from mother, and an unwavering hard work ethic and resourcefulness from dad. In life, we got to take the good things and we got to make the best with them. It was from that I learned to work hard and to be resourceful, and I definitely inherited mother's uncanny faith. Mother would sit on her rocking chair and she would pray for hours on end. And as a young boy, very cynical, I often would walk by and think to myself, what the fuck does she pray so much for? Our situation never changes. See, what I didn't know was that mother's prayers were actually being answered, just not on my timing. You know, I wanted out of the sleeping bag into my own bed, and I wanted out of my brother's hand-me-down clothes into cool kids' clothes. But God had a different plan. You know, I later learned that the prayers are for the now, the results are for the future. You know, growing up, all I wanted to do was to run away from where I came from. I thought that if I made enough money, if I had the right car, if I had the right home, if I had the right girl, everything was going to be okay. So I chased the material possessions, and I got them. But I had a bottomless hole in the center of my soul that nothing could fill, because everywhere I went, there I was. There was that broken little boy that migrated to the United States, that was abused, that lived in poverty, and no matter what he accomplished, he was not good enough. See, even though I was no longer broke, I was still broken. I was not healed. I was still living in a state of survival. I was still living the way my parents and society had conditioned me to survive, but not to thrive. So although my environment had changed, I had not. My thinking was still the same. And I kept taking that 10-year-old broken little boy into the marriage, the relationships, the partnerships, and into the boardroom. And when the fear, the insecurity, the I don't belong here, or the imposter syndrome will kick in, that little boy would come out and he would destroy everything he had worked so hard to build. See, no different than my dad, self-sabotaging. See, it was not until I realized that I needed to go back, pick up that young boy, embrace him, let him go, tell him he was okay, I was okay, and let him go, that my life began to change. Do you still have that little boy, that little girl inside of you? Any of you? And that's how my journey to self-discovery and personal development started. You know, I remember going to some incredible personal development events where I met people like Lisa Nichols and Les Brown and Michael Beckwith and Tony Robbins and Robin Sharma and many other incredible leaders that have paved the way in the field of personal development, and many whom I have the privilege of calling them my friends today. And although I learned a lot, and I am incredibly grateful, you know, early on in my quest, I was looking for somebody that looked like me. I was looking for somebody that spoke like me. I was looking for someone that would come from where I came from. I was looking for someone that little Pedro could identify with. I was looking for someone to give me hope. It is often said that if you can't find what you need to create it. We have. We created a space for little Pedro, for Iris, for Roger, for Jose, for Raul, for Michael, for Ruben, for you, for you, for you, and for all of you. Welcome to Latin Talks. Thank you so much.